Welcome back to another live stream. I hope you guys are ready to have another amazing day over here. We did receive a decent data drop this morning. We got unemployment. We got GDP numbers coming out as well. GDP less than expected. Jobs numbers less than expected. So the market reacting slightly positively this morning so far. Nothing too crazy, but coming after yesterday, the market looks incredibly interesting. We were talking about this a lot yesterday. You guys saw my massive 315% Tesla trade. It's very possible that swing season could be back. And you guys know what I like to do during swing season. They don't call me the swing king for no reason. So let's kind of go over what we're looking at on the SPY here really quickly, going into market open, and some things that I'm looking at that are interesting to me. So looking at this market here, what have we been talking about a lot for what I need to see in order to confirm some of these moves to the upside? Well, we've been talking about this 13, 24, 48 range here. The range in between these EMAs where you see these confluence candles here, or the confluence zone, is a dynamic level of support or resistance. You can treat it as kind of like a no man's land channel, where when we're above it, as you can see here, it uses as respect, 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 all the way up here. When we chop down into it, that's kind of no man's land. Then we start to see this move down, and we start to see, it's easier to see on the 4 hour here, where it uses these levels as respect on the way down. Now that we have confirmed above, well, that could really be showing us a shift of trend, because we did close above this level right here, the high of about 445.17. Now, looking at this, then I come down and look at the volume a little bit. Now, we had a really low volume day on Monday. The volume picked up a little bit here, but remember, we are going into a holiday week next week with Labor Day weekend coming up. So I do right now have a list of stocks that I am looking for those breakout moves in those swing trades in order to fully take advantage of. Now, I don't know if they're going to happen, and I don't know how big they are going to be. You guys know that when I sent all of you Masterclass members the swing list, during that like 3-week period, I believe there were 14 or 15 tickers, and there was like over 90% of them hit. So, I mean, we're going to be looking at these same things over here. I have a screener on TradingView that I use just to kind of find these. And then I also literally pull up lists of the S&P, the Russell, and the NASDAQ 100. And I just go through and look. So I'm going to keep going through that for you guys. And I really want to see how the market looks going into the end of this week. I'm not opposed if I see more of these stocks breaking above my key levels that I really want to be long above. I'm not opposed to taking some smaller size positions in order to kind of catch a couple of these swing moves going to the upside. Not opposed to it. We'll see what happens. But that's kind of what I'm looking at here. Just a little precursor. But guys, again, as you guys are filtering in here, make sure you guys are slapping that like button on the way in. Helps out a whole lot. With the algos over here, we got Wreck-It Ralph, Matty T, Jamie, how you doing, man? Gerardo, Bariqua, Rycac, Tor, Rogue Civilian, Drew, what up, team? How we doing? And shout out to any new people coming into these streams here. I appreciate you guys. And again, make sure that you guys are all following me on Instagram, TikTok as well. We're posting those live trading videos over there. Wasn't quite able to get one yesterday. But we'll see if we can get one today. Turn on the money printers. Yeah, like yesterday, I was really just focused on the swings, and then I did have one recorded. But if you guys, again, those of you guys in the Trade 1348 community, you did see, like I actually might be able to show you back here. Where is it? Where is it? Is it this? Is it this? No, it's not this one. That was a different one. It literally, like I was oh no, it would be on ES here. Is it here? Where is it? Yeah, it's this. Fuck this. This is what happened. Look, I'm short off of this level right here. As we start to move down, retesting off of this zone, then look what happens. Knife candle down to the end of the box, my take profit level, it doesn't fill. So they kind of jerked me around here. And as this thing just kind of popped up quick, I was like, yeah, I'm done with this shit. That was crazy. But again, these are the nasty futures charts that you guys all have access to in Masterclass. This is just disgusting. Like you guys have seen this. It's ridiculous. And again, those of you guys sitting on the sidelines here, remember Masterclass prices headed higher very soon. Make sure you guys are hopping in on that. It is the end of the month here. Be careful. Do not miss this deal that we have coming for you in Masterclass. And again, everybody gets their first month for $5. Link at the top of the live chat. But let's have a great day. As SPY not reacting to the Dixie dump, it's not. And again, I kind of want to talk about that too. I'm waiting until I want to see hold on. Where's my economic data calendar? Yeah, we also have pending home sales today at 10. So I'm not touching shit until 10 a.m. Nothing. I'm not touching anything. I want to see what happens with some of the data here, in price movement in the first 30 minutes of market open, and then go from there. We have more data coming out. This is a very, what the fuck is that? We have a very big data week. So interested to see what happens here. One of our spies is moving with it. Well, it's probably just waiting for the data. And especially after the day that we had yesterday, there's probably like, it's a shock to the market. They're like, I don't know what the fuck to do here. Woo, 5 likes away from 50. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, that Tesla trade was awesome though. Shout out to Ralph for just talking about Tesla on Monday. That was a good pointing us in the right direction there. I mean, when I see a chart like that on Tesla, how it was looking on Monday, I mean, that's screaming at me to go long. Like it's just like it's yelling at me. The chart is saying, "Hey, look at me." Tesla cut prices again yesterday? Really? What are they doing in the pre-market? Nothing. I'm out of Tesla too. I sold the rest of it at 315%. I'm done. Give me that. I don't want it anymore. So good trade there. I actually had other contracts too for September that I flipped for like 60% off the break of 244.50. That was a great one as well. Let's see what we get here though, team. Let's see. All right, guys, keep calling out your tickers. Also, for all of you guys in the live chat right now, remember it's Wednesday. We are doing that private stream with you guys in the Trade 1348 community. I'm going to send that in the announcement section and in Market Talk for you guys so that you guys are able to have that link to join us in our private stream there with the community. And for all of you guys sitting on the sidelines, come in and get that education in order to actually have success in the market. Remember, guys, alerts are useless unless you actually know how to use them. But let's see here. Where's this? Roku's got my attention. There's a lot of things that have my attention over here. Google's an interesting one because I caught this move, this breakup, but not really. I could have traded this better. I probably should have just sold it at this level, but didn't. So is what it is. Should see that earnings recession and next quarter reports margin compression is incoming. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I'm very interested to see what happens next earnings. I'm also very interested to see what this is showing us here. The Fed Watch tool. Yeah, so 90.5% probability of no rate hike at the September meeting. What's to the end of the year? 57.7% probability of no more rate hikes this year after the data. That's interesting. Love the AMC silence in the streams. Oh, stock. I'm going to say this right now. Anybody, and again, I've said this before, I'll say it again. Anybody that continued to talk about AMC in a positive light after Ape is a self-interested fucking dick that was literally just using you guys for their own personal benefit, views, and ad revenue. And if you guys don't see that, it's on you. So, I mean, I was trying to scream for the rooftops that thing was a piece of shit, but is what it is. Let's see. Dude, you guys are ripping the like button this morning. Shout out to you guys. Let's do it, bro. We're going to have some fun. Yeah, and if you want to have a little bit of a deeper understanding of how I took that Tesla trade, Instagram and TikTok has a recap of that, of exactly what I did and how I did it. What in the fuck? That was a weird noise. All right, man. So, guys, any tickers that you guys are interested in, especially on the longer time frames, let me know. If you have anything that you want me to take a look at, let me know. I went through a lot of the tickers that are tradable in the market here for what I like to do last night. I was not able to look at all of them though. So if you guys have anything, let me know. SQQQ. Here's the thing, Jamie. I personally am not a fan of the triple levered ETFs for swinging in general. Day trading, sure. You can do it, but especially with the way that the options are calculated and how these recalibrate every single day, I don't like them. You're subjecting yourself to a little bit too much risk. We do this little rant and education thing a lot with the 3 times levered things, but you're essentially buying a derivative of a derivative because the SQQQ is effectively, it's not an option, but it's levered by 3x. So it's deriving its price from QQQ inversely. So you have QQQ goes up, SQQQ will go down by effectively 3 times as much. I don't like these just because like and a lot of people like kind of hype them up. They're like, "Ooh, 3 times levered." It's like, no, no, no. There's a lot better opportunity out there in the market than messing around with things that are going to recalibrate on you that are going to mess with options prices. End phase, I looked at end phase, Ralph. It didn't check all the boxes for me yet. This one I believe was one that thought needed more time. Yeah. So here's the deal: you have this trend down, and you haven't necessarily gotten a nice extension yet. This is what I want to see: big extension away from these EMAs, and then behave like this. Because this is again, this is what Tesla looked like. This is exactly the Tesla trade that I took. You extend far away from these EMAs, and again, this is like it's almost in terms of like a cycle where you see a lot of things come down, then they start to move like this. They extend away from these EMAs. You get this consolidation period around these EMAs here, and then you can start to break up. So this one right here, I'll show you guys how I would trade like a move like this. I would look at these levels up in here. So I would have multiple different price alerts, and I probably have them above these highs right here at 166.79. On this open right here, I would wait for the 5-minute candle to close. I would then have stops below this, whatever that 5-minute candle low is, and I would start to target this 172. Now, if that 172 breaks, I would then start to look for further levels above, and you get this clean breakout up to these levels. That's how I would look at this. But when you see I want you guys to be able to understand and identify the difference between how this looks over here with this extension, move back up consolidation, and how end phase looks right here. This is still just trend down to me. AI or you? Okay, we can take a look at those. Um, I okay. I don't hate this below the 200. Or sorry, I was just hanging on to this 200 here. Personally, I'd like it to flatline a little bit more. When I see big candles like this, what these big candles tell me is wait, because there was some sort of shock in the market. This thing also has earnings coming up next Wednesday, so I'd probably stay away from that as well. You can try and catch the earnings run up, but I think we've talked a little bit about the earnings strategy on the day after. Like if AI has like a really solid earnings report and it rips, you can wait for the first 5-minute highs to be broken and then trade it to the upside there. And then U was another one. Then we'll take a look at a firm Unity. Okay, Unity. Okay, so Unity. It This reminds me of Tesla. Reminds me of that Tesla price action where you have this level right here where you break above, so you could enter based on this. And then you get that nice pop yesterday. What I look at this now, not necessarily. And here's the other thing I want you guys to realize about the swings. And Tesla's a great example of this on the daily, is that if you miss one of them, it doesn't matter because you just wait for the next one. Here, boom, you got a break. Boom, you get a break. Consolidation. Like there's a lot of them. Like they don't like, or maybe it's Nvidia. There's a couple of them that do this. Mara is a great example. I mean, I couldn't. There was no way for me to grab Mara. Mara is probably a great example. Then we'll pull up a firm. I just want you guys to understand why you don't chase these. So you look at the daily here. This consolidation period on Mara and then this move to the upside was where I hit my 1,200% gain. But you can see consolidation, boom, consolidation, boom. You can see a lot. This is an interesting one right here. This is the one. Okay, so this reminds me of Tesla. Extension away, consolidation right around these EMAs. You have you have a couple levels here. I don't really like that, but you have a couple of levels here. Breaks above, boom. There's a lot, and again, like you don't have to be upset that you missed one of the moves because there's going to be so many more. This is probably like if I were to say what an A+ setup looks like for me, it's this. Like a long period of consolidation and then blast off. And again, what were we saying about Mara? I wanted this to actually come down into this range again between 850 and 1070 in chop. The problem is it came down into this range and then went whoom up 28%. So I didn't take that, but a firm went after earnings. Earnings was here. No. Earnings here. Yeah. Affirm was one. So if you look at the 5-minute on Affirm, where was their earnings day? The earnings. Okay, so this is how I would trade Affirm. Just using that. Just talking about this quickly. This might. I'm trying to. Where's the first 5-minute candle? Yeah, I wouldn't have touched that one just because this 5-minute candle was too big. I mean, You could. I mean, I would do this with shares. I wouldn't trade this with options because if you look at this 1650 all the way down to 1502, that's a $1.50 risk on a $15 stock. I wouldn't have done that. But I mean, it did run. I mean, it did work. So you have this break here. You be able to enter here, stops below these lows, and then go. It's just a different way of looking at things in terms of price action. And then you're back up at 19. So, okay. So the entry was what? Right around 1650. You ride it to 19. It's not a bad trade. How does it look now? I mean, I think you guys are asking about it, how it looks right now. No, 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 not for me. This is not doing anything that I want to see. Coin is another one I've been hunting. The problem is that the problem with coin, and it's not necessarily a problem, but personally for me, I don't like trading trend line breaks. And that's how coin is setting up, how a coin was setting up here, trend line break. Um, And, like, you can see I just don't to me, in my brain, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, I like to be able to, like, have a consolidation period, set a level, it breaks the level, I have levels above and below, and I'm good. With the trend line, you can't really do that. Like, you could try it, like, because 'cause you'd look like this. This is the trend down. So, the other thing I would have looked at here is, okay, you did drop consolidate, you have this level right here. You could have went long above 78. Um, you could have done that, but again, if I see this, I'm not taking it now. Because it's almost like the same thing as asking about Tesla right now. Would I take Tesla now? No, I took Tesla here. I took Tesla around 238, runs all the way up to 256. I'm not looking at this now. There's a lot of other stocks. Okay, I'll give you guys one right now. Roku. We'll look at Roku. Roku has my attention. Roku has my attention. So I have price alerts right up in here at like 81 something, I think. This can break. Now, it's not the highest probability because we do have level here, and then all the way back up here. But this is one that I'm looking at as well. You can kind of see it. You get this consolidation, breaks above, runs. You get this consolidation, breaks above, runs. This is more of that trend line nonsense. It looks like that Carvana trade that I sent you guys in Masterclass. And now we're kind of setting up, we're just kind of slowly moving around. If you go like this and I move this up a little, you can see that the volume's just dead. You did see a little bit of a volume pickup here, which is interesting. If you can break above these levels here, wouldn't hate it, but we'll see. UPST daily, kinda. Thanks for calling these out, guys. Okay. UPST on the daily. This is an interesting one because we are actually below the 200 EMA. And if you break these levels that you see, it's also a break of the 200 EMA. Very similar to what this looks like on the 4-hour. Look, 200 EMA, 244.50. Very similar to how Tesla looked. Very similar. So, do I know for sure? No. And here's the other thing that I need you guys to understand about the swings. Even though you guys have seen me hit these with a very, very high probability, that's not what I expect. It's not what I expect, and it's almost not what I want. Because when I really like look at swing trading and I think about what I'm doing, it reminds me of like pew pews in a magazine. You just need one of them to hit or a few of them to hit the target in the year, and you're up multi hundreds of percent in your portfolio. And then the other ones are gonna like sort of hit the target, and you're okay. I'm not looking for all of them to be. I'm looking for a couple of big winners throughout the year, if that makes sense. So the Tesla one at 300%, and I'll tell you guys right now, I struggle holding them. I don't like holding positions that are up that much. That is one thing that I am working on with swing trading, where these positions become so large that I'm like, I don't want to have this risk. So, I mean, you guys have seen me be almost lights out with every swing list that I've sent you. And I sent this announcement to you guys in Market Talk last night, where I'm thinking about sending you guys another list. I just need to see a couple more things. What about ZG? Zillow? Kinda, but not really. Kinda. Kinda. I can watch it, but it's not it doesn't you still have this potential to reject here. Like, I'd like it to consolidate right in these EMAs, and when it breaks, I almost want it to be breaking above because you can see here when it breaks like this, it's rejecting these EMAs. So, you may not get that follow through up. Tesla was an interesting one. When Tesla broke, where was it? Like, where was the Tesla break? Above the EMAs. PayPal is another one on my list, Armando. Where am I sending the swing list? In Gabe's laboratory in Masterclass. PayPal is one. I don't know if I have alerts on it, but it's one that I'm looking at. Um, like it's really fucking close. I mean, you sold off decently on this thing. I believe fundamentally this thing is actually like there's a value discrepancy here. I'd have to take a look. This isn't perfect. Again, these aren't all going to be perfect, guys, and like there are going to be some that interest me more than others, and it's all about risk management. Give the man a like. It costs you nothing to do it. Thank you, Daily Taylor. I appreciate that. Yeah, guys, we're 25 likes away from 100. I would appreciate it if you guys hit that like button. And if you guys do want to hop in, man, and get more of this, more in-depth understanding, and actually see these lists. I mean, I've only given you like one. The link is at the top of the live chat to get about 90% off your first month. Your first month is $5 with us. And then again, remember, for those of you guys that are on the fence about joining Masterclass, make sure you guys do that really like soon. Once we do this pricing shift and release the new educational app for you guys, it's going to be the biggest value add that we have ever done, and you're going to have access to everything. And there's more things coming to you guys that we haven't told you yet. And again, all of you guys that are in Masterclass right now, I mean, you can tell them what you've thought about it in the live chat. Let the people know that are on the fence. I mean, again, it's a life-changing experience. I mean, you guys have seen it. We've had 19-year-olds make hundreds of thousands of dollars in a month. The stories that I see and the messages that I get from you guys, not only just in normal market talk, but you Masterclass members, it's insane. Like you guys almost bring me to tears sometimes about how insane your situations have changed after coming in for a while and then making that journey into Masterclass. Like it's fucking crazy, dude. It's awesome seeing you guys win like this. It's absolutely unbelievable. Worth its weight in gold. Glad I got in when I did. Masterclass is life-changing. 1348 is changing the game. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate you guys coming in here. Riot. If it looks like the Mara chart, I'm not going anywhere near it. Mara was up 28% yesterday, and it came down into my zone, but I don't blindly buy swings off of a zone. I needed to consolidate in the zone and then break out of it with 4-hour lights down, 4-hour lights up. Get off the fence. It's worth it and more. Shout out to you, Terry. Shout out to you, Terry. Yeah. Well, and again, I'm on with you guys there Tuesday and Thursday. And I almost like, if you guys saw, Gabe and I were probably on the phone yesterday for an hour on FaceTime. If you guys saw again, it's not really going to be helpful for me to tell you in hindsight what I was really doing yesterday, but where are these couple of these levels in here? What time is this? Tuesday. I mean, we were calling price action to the fucking tick, man. Like it was ridiculous. Like Gabe and I were on the like these breaks and things like that. We were like, how the fuck? And it's just price action. It's just understanding price action. Yeah. So for those of you guys that do want to hop into Masterclass, go to your subscriptions area on platform or reach out to Diana in Market Talk before the end of the month in order to hop in there and get that. If you're a lifetime payment plan person, you actually get to put some of that money that you've already paid towards your Masterclass. So Diana will help you out with that. 1340 is the real deal. If you follow the system, you will print, change your life, and get it. I just started futures this week, up $300 on a paper account, following the rules, and I am new. Pablo Paul. Oh, Paul, was that you? Was that you in community gains yesterday that started killing it? And it was like your first week? Fuck yeah, dude. There you go. This community was my first introduction to trading. Thanks to my brother Tor. So glad 1348 was my introduction, as it's literally made me profitable. Andrew, that's awesome, man. No, it wasn't you. Oh, it's another Paul then. In 6 months? Fuck yeah, Andrew. What's the deal? Not much, man. I mean, I'm hunting for my swings. Hunting for my swings. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Actually, how am I gonna do this? Here's how I'm gonna do it. Actually, I can't even do it there. All right. So right as this stream ends, guys, in about 4 minutes, I'm going to send you guys in Market Talk in the announcement section, the link to the private stream for Market Open. That's going to start at 9:35. So we'll be in there with you guys there. I know some of you guys missed the link on Monday when we did it. It's going to be in announcements and Market Talk. Someone else. See, there are a lot of people printing. There are a lot of people printing, man. It's ridiculous. Dual stream today? Not dual stream. We're killing this one. You guys got everything basically that you need for the pre-market. Again, we have housing data coming out at 10 a.m. I'm not touching shit until then. Be careful for those of you guys that are gonna try and navigate the market by yourselves today. If you want me to come and guide you through, again, your first month's $5. Come in there with us, and we'll guide you through with the best education and tools in the game. Who else made more than most earned in a year on Tesla yesterday? Jeremy, I mean, you saw my trade. You saw my 300 plus percenter there. That was a gem, man. What does winning loser say? Joy 1348 or portfolio death? I mean, he does say that. He does say that. Ooh, we are 5 likes away from 100 as well. Shout out to you guys. Nature's Barista. You do realize that this is for all the monthly members, right, buddy? Like, you guys are all good to go. You guys that are in monthly, I'm streaming directly to you guys. All right. Let's see. All right, man. Spy's barely green right now. What's Tessie? Jesus, I thought that was the 5 minute. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, down a little bit in the pre-market here. I'm kind of happy with selling that yesterday. Made it free. And then towards the end of the day, when those were up 300+%, I was like, what am I doing, man? I mean, that was just such a big day in the market that I just didn't think it was going to continue. Could it? Yes, but we have a lot of other setups that I'm looking for. Thoughts on AMD? Not touching it yet on the daily. Needs more time. Swing list coming back soon? It might be, man. It might be. I think it is. I have a list. I'm not sending it yet because I'm not 100% sure. Remember, the last time the swing list went out, you guys were all like crackheads. You're like, where's the fucking swing list? Because like I think it was 13 for 15 of them hit all over 100%. And then the ones that didn't were like, they still were profitable at one point. Danger. Yeah, I know. You guys love the swing list. You Masterclass people love the swing list, man. It's nuts. Again, that Tesla trade is kind of setting the tone. I think we could have swing season back. I'd love it if it was, man. It's just kind of me waiting for fucking swing season. I mean, like make the day trades in the meantime, but like give me swing season back. Give me swing season. All right, here, team. So for those of you guys that are joining us in the private stream, we are going to be doing that in about 5 minutes here. Be on the lookout for the link coming into Market Talk in the announcement section over there. Other than that, guys, those of you guys that are not in there with us yet, here is the link to get about 90% off, a little over 90% off your first month here. Use code PRINTCITY, and you guys are all good to go. And remember, for all of you guys that still need to hop into Masterclass, it's your last chance, as you guys see on the screen. Make sure you guys are doing that soon. The success stories are there. The proof is in the pudding, team. But I'll see you guys over there in a few minutes. Be on the lookout for that link coming in.